the Paid Newsletter Project. My goal is to help you create, grow, and scale your own simple subscription-based paid newsletter. Session number 5 today, paid newsletters that pay. So let's start off with the money conversation. Now, this is something that we talked about a few weeks ago, and we're going to keep bringing this back up, okay? Now, the first thing that I mentioned to you when it comes to your profit plan is getting clear about your goals, right? And one goal could be to work towards your first 100 subscribers. And in doing so, there are different factors that you want to think about, right? One of those being prices. Do you plan on having a monthly, weekly, a quarterly, an annual price, right? And what price points appeal to you from the smallest to the biggest, right? It could be that you want to create a really premium newsletter that's $47 or $97 a month. And with that comes competitive pricing, knowing that you're in a market and you're targeting a particular group who within that market, they're willing to pay $47 or $97. That's pretty high for a newsletter. That's standard, right? In general, when I'm doing standard newsletters, they're probably on the smaller end of 7 to 27, 47 to 97 being a higher, more premium type of product. If you're going to be charging monthly, if you're going to be charging annually, having an annual subscription that's anywhere between 47 to 97 makes sense, right? Depending upon your month-by-month pricing. So if you look at this chart right here, you can see that at a $7 price point, if you got to 100 subscribers, your first 100 subscribers, you would be looking at an extra $700 a month versus, let's say, 27, an extra $2,700 a month, 97, an extra $9,700 a month. So we definitely want to look at your numbers. And I've actually put together a calculator for you. I'm going to show you in that in just a bit. But this is one of several goals I want you to be clear about. How many subscribers do you want to initially have? How many subscribers do you want to get to? And what specific price points are you going to work towards? Okay? So let's look at your profit plan from another perspective. Not just having a certain number of subscribers, but possibly reaching a certain monthly revenue goal. So if you look at the goal of, let's say, $2,000 a month, right? And let's say you have a subscription, your newsletter, and you're going to charge a certain number. Maybe you want to do a trial where you give people, the opportunity to sign up for half off. Maybe it's $4. Maybe you want to just every month, just your price point is $4, or it's $8 like Levon. Hers starts off at 8. Maybe you want to do 10 or 20 or 25. Here are some numbers that you can look at and see how many customers you need to work towards getting to that $2,000 monthly goal. Interestingly enough, I was talking to one of the ladies in the circle. I had several calls this morning, and one of the ladies I spoke with, Barbara, she said, LaShonda, what's the revenue roadmap? I see you talking about that. What's that? I want that. I said, well, number one, it's a training that I did, and number two, it's a 90-minute session that I also do with clients one-on-one so we can map out their revenue as far as both actual and projected sales. And usually it takes at the very least 60 to 90 minutes to kind of map that out, because while a lot of people have the desire to make money online, even established entrepreneurs, very few take the time to sit down and get clear about their numbers the way they should. A lot of people just kind of hold things in their head or in the back of their mind, but really getting strategic and seeing it is a whole different game changer. I have had clients say to me, oh my gosh, Donia and I, we did that last month, and she was like, I've never looked at my numbers this way. But this is a good example of working on your revenue roadmap specifically around your paid newsletter, right? what's a goal that you want to set for yourself? And right here, that goal is 2,000. It could be 1,000. It could be 500 as far as what you're trying to initially get to. The next thing I want to do is talk to you about your profit potential calculator. So I actually put together a Google Sheet, kind of like Excel, but Google's version, right? A Google Sheet. And it is a calculator that you can put in 2 numbers, and then it will break down everything else for you. It's pretty awesome. So first, let me just show it to you right here real quick, and then I'm going to go into the document itself. So the 2 numbers that you adjust, number 1, the number of free subscribers you have, and number 2, the conversion rate that you are looking to calculate your actual profit numbers from. So what does that mean? So let's say you've got 1,000 subscribers on your free email list, and they're going to be like the first people that you market your paid newsletter to, okay? So you're like, okay, I have 1,000 subscribers, and my goal is to get 8% of those people to pay me, okay? So if you have 1,000 free subscribers, then 8% of that is 80 people to subscribe at $8 a month. That would be an extra $594, roughly $600, an extra $7,000 into your business on an annual basis, right? So this is you looking at, how can I add on to my monthly goals? So maybe you want your newsletter to help you bring in an extra $500 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. This would allow you to have a calculator that's going to help you assess what that would look like. Any of you have an existing subscriber list of free subscribers? Anyone here have an existing list of free subscribers? Question number 1. And question number 2, if you do have free subscribers right now, do you know how big your list is? Okay, these are questions I want you to think about. This is the profit potential calculator I've put together for you, and I'm going to make sure that you can download this from the replays page, okay? You have 1,000 here, and then you can change the conversion rate. So let's say, for example, I said, okay, well, I want to see what it would be like if I converted. So let's say I was to do, I'm going to change the number 8 to 20%, okay, 20%. So that means if I was to create a newsletter at $20 a month and I got 20% of 1,000 people, that would be 200 people. If I got 200 people to sign up at $20 a month, that would be $3,800 per month, $45,000 for the year, okay? So that's how this calculator works. Now, I saw somebody say 300 free subscribers. Awesome. So I'm going to change this number from 1,000 to 300. Now, keep in mind, you only have to change the blue one, because guess what? Once you change it, everything else at the bottom is going to change. Week 0, prep, is the paid newsletter mini course plus 3-day challenge. So I don't know if you've participated in that at all, but if you were to go over to SusanSense.com/paid newsletters, you can opt in to watch the prep pre-newsletter profit plan. It's a mini course as well as a 3-day challenge. And there's definitely some things in there that if you've missed it, you want to go back and listen to.